This is the money, most of it, in tax hideouts hidden. So the whole issue of tax evasion is not a domestic issue. I mean, the whole issue is global. So we need to improve administration at the local level, and we can talk about that. But we also have to move forward on an asset registry that includes assets all over the world, to have an idea of what is the actual wealth of the multimillionaires, because we need to point out that during the last 2 years of the pandemic, multimillionaires have increased their wealth. So not really a contribution to improving the situation in the world. Instead, they've taken advantage of the recession and poverty that's affected most of the population. And so some are in extreme poverty and others have actually increased their wealth. So the question today is what to do about tax havens, and the issue of records. We, as ICRICT, acknowledged that there has been progress in terms of revealing who the final beneficiaries, and then the whole issue of digital information. But if there's no political will, then it becomes very complex, because there is something that's fundamental that needs to be pointed out, that the Financial Transparency Index that just came out
Tax Justice Network indica que la mayoría
says that most of these countries that are not transparent are the developed countries. And not only that, the least transparent are the most developed countries in the global economy, including the United States. The United States might be the first, I don't remember very well, but they're going neck to neck with Switzerland. So that's an issue that is obviously fundamental from our point of view, the non-governmental organizations, which is to drive forward towards a system that involves greater transparency, of course, and this should lead to a greater capacity for taxation on global wealth. So, well, the whole issue of Russian oligarchs has also driven a new movement, a new voice to do the same with our own oligarchs, which is to try to understand where their money actually is. So as I was saying, this is a matter that's being dealt with in high politics. It's not going to be easy to handle, but it also should begin at home. I think that's where the link is between the national and the global. And most interesting, one of the most interesting and special matters of our times, because we have the capacity. We have the capacity to generate a greater ability to keep records